Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley, your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Golden Bears headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Childs. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it down the field. Breaks a tackle and he might go. Touchdown Wildcats. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this defense talked about it all week. Don't give up the big play. Opening drive. They give up a go route to the wide receiver for 6. Not the way they wanted to start, but how about the offense? Being aggressive early in this football game, that's one of the keys to the game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Trying the left side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be calling a hot route. Jaron Cfb27 He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cfb27 intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Back to throw, it's Childs. He'll take a shot. Got it! Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He wants to change this route. JKS takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Wizardkelly from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And they got him.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Lets it fly. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Here's the pressure. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Back to pass, it's Childs. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. The give from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to exploit.
Got his man. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Quarterback may change this route. Wizardkelly on the play action. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's strong. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The play action fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to throw, it's Childs. Going over the top. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got him. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Golden Bears. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. So much for putting your heels on the 10 and not going backwards. He didn't want to just let that go. He grabbed it and took it to the house.
And when you got that kind of ability, I will give you the green light. Absolutely. You just catch it and you just go. He does the refs 10-yard line, 5-yard line, 1-yard line. When you do that, it's all gravy.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught, and he's got room. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now on 1st down from the 30. Quick completion to the right. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Dropping back, it's Childs. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Oh, he's got a chance. There's a crease. To the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good.
Northwestern, 21, Cal 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. He might want another play. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Sangapolatelli just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Again, it's Sangapolatelli. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with a look at North Carolina, taking on the number 11 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
And it's the Tar Heels with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Booster! Go! Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got his man down the middle. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Powers through the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. JKS. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Hey, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays.
Going for the big play. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Hey, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to... There he goes! Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Off the play fake on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are...
Could be an alley. The 10. Touchdown, Northwestern. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Cfb27. Finds his man, it's Thomas. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Cfb27. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Hands it off. Oh, better look out.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Safe completion on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Cfb27 fires toward the target, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning, and he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Hard running there. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Bringing the heat. Working the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll go to the counter play. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got his man on the right. Stumbled to the ground.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. JKS. Here comes the heat. Big sack. This defense all over him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Cross. Break. Sweep. Return. Ready, go.
Throwing Cfb27 and wings it incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Cfb27. Right down the middle. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the 1st down.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The give on the option. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Blasted as he lets it go.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Wizardkelly. He's got the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. Again, it's Wizardkelly. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they turn it into a defensive score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wizardkelly gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Here's a throw downfield late. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Got him in the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Golden Bears, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
Sweep, sweep.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cal. And despite this point being relatively meaningless, I suppose it could carry value for some. And the kicker's probably happy to score a point, but the team didn't score enough as this one is over.